he tried to start a career of like making beats for rappers.
Classically trained.
My God. Fuck him up. I'm gonna fucking strangle this guy. This guy's gonna get strangled. I'm gonna drown him in the jacuzzi that doesn't have any water. Anyway, for anyone else who's listening, these dickheads that I hang out with. Anyway, should I even go on? Do you guys even care about this story?
Absolutely I do.
You guys even... Anyway, Marc Rebillet will listen to this. Thank you, Mark.
Alright. Jeez. Someone's getting way too confident. So.
Someone's had a week. Someone's getting a little bit better.
Oh no, so what's been going on, Guy Manning?
Oh, wow. I have had an absolute couple weeks, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tell me what's been going on, Paul.
No, but before we get what's going on,
okay,
then we have to say hello to everyone that's been listening, subscribing, liking, sharing.
People worldwide.
There's people from all over the world. I'm talking Belgium. Those Belgians that love us.
Fuck me.
It might have been the chocolate princess that we had the other day, because they are Belgians.
Might have been.
Also, a couple Russians.
Okay.
Which I don't want to, I think, dig too deep into, because I don't want my tea laced with any polonium.
Maybe we should cut that out.
Okay. But anyway, we're getting people from all over the world.
We're loving
listening, liking, tuning in, hearing about the wonderful and weird lives of us, and I think everyone around us.
Yeah.
And we've been having a good time.
We're happy to share.
I've been having a bit of a less time because I've been very unwell.
Okay.
But
I know about shit, man. Do you want to
tell
us about this illness and modern medicine?
Thank God.
What's been happening?
Thank God for modern medicine. I'm a huge modern medicine guy.
Me too. I love science.
I mean, there's two ends of the spectrum, right? There's like you literally hunkering down, sleeping next to crystals.
Yeah.
Or you
recharging and fucking all that shit.
Recharging the chakras, making your aura blue. Or you're on the spectrum where I am.
Me too.
Which is basically like, give me your chemicals.
Yep.
Make me better, daddy.
Please science. Please science cure me.
Please science, daddy.
Thank you.
But for all those people listening in Russia and Belgium, South Africa, UK, South America, there's been a few. Uruguay. Who would have thought that Uruguay would love no shop objects?
Yes.
So anyway, thanks to those kids. Here's the background. No, we need the
sorry about
the
that.
soothing sights of the ocean behind us.
The Great Barrier Reef.
And today it's Great Barrier Reef. And that's actually good segue, because YouTube is coming soon. I know we've been high on promise, low on deliver.
No. We're very high on promise. As men of our word, it's coming. It is coming.
But
give us time. We're still rookies.
It's hard. We're still learning here.
Yeah, exactly. Bear with us.
That's why I think it's
But
important.
I tell you what, it's guaranteed a laugh. When it comes, it will be worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
So please, bear with us.
We're just sitting here in our humble jacuzzi with, today we got sights of the ocean world. 4K ocean world, I believe this is. So if you don't want to watch our mugs, just get a load of these mollusks and
cuttlefish
and
turtles
and whatnot. Turtles.
Nemo. Try find Nemo back there.
Cheeky chops.
Try find Nemo back there.
Yeah. Wow. Poor Isabel one gin and tonic, and now she's got all the chat.
Jeez, can't shut her up.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, YouTube's coming shortly. Get involved, because, like we always say, the merch is coming, but we've got very high standards for the merch. We don't want it to just be like, we just don't want it to be like you bought an ironing board from some shitty store and you get this merch. This merch, you want to be peacocking.
You'll be proud of it.
Yeah, you want to be anxiety peacocking.
Yeah.
In your
Absolutely.
Exactly.
On every plane you get on. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to be comfy.
So we've got.
It's going to feel good on the skin.
We've got a few things in, and we didn't approve of it because it was pretty ropey.
We were waiting for approval on samples. So basically, the process is underway, but it takes time, as most things do.
It takes time.
So subscribe. The first 100 viewers who have liked and subscribed on all 3 platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, will all go into a draw, and we'll be giving away 10 pieces of merch to 10 of those first 100 subscribers. So do yourselves a favor. It's going to be dank.
And this merch is going to be ridiculous. So you see people lining up outside like Supreme stores in New York. And I don't know. I know nothing about merch. You're the fashionista amongst us. Look at you wearing a woolen. You're wearing a woolen hat, for God's sakes.
So again, there'll be woolen hats on the market, but they'll be very limited. But they will be going out to some lucky viewer out there.
So our lucky viewers, and we might even get them in the jacuzzi. That's all on the cards.
Okay.
I think what everyone else wants to know, and people keep messaging me, and people asking, what's happening with the challenge? Challenge has started.
Oh, challenge has started.
I've been hearing a lot of people want to see me scrubbing floors.
I'm sure they do.
Tables.
I can't wait. Cannot wait to give this to you. But
I think we like 4 bets in each.
Yeah, 4 so far. Today will be 5.
So how are your bets doing, pal?
Oh, mate. So currently I'm up and down at the moment. So I think out of
a lot of down. You did a lot of down.
A lot of down.
You have to check it to see how down you are.
Well, so what? Day 4 out of. So day 4 times 3 would have been $12 down. I'm actually only 3, so I've lost $9. $9 down currently. No, but $3 down. I've won $9. I've won heaps.
Yeah.
Won heaps.
And what kind of things are you betting on?
Oh, I've been betting on the fucking. Yesterday was the first time I had the ability to actually bet on something I had any knowledge about. So I've been betting on random horses: Push Up King, Zipper Bowie, Hiroshio Bale. Fuck, it's been tough out there.
Interstate Girl. You're following the rules because you know the main rule is if you break the rule.
Yeah, says Mr. fucking Guy Manning. Says Mr. Guy Manning, who's actually who's pending, whose bet from yesterday is pending on a bet from tonight, which is technically isn't the same day. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. In my eyes, that is considered a forfeit.
Yeah, but you got shitty eyes. Everyone knows I'm always right and you are always wrong.
Some would say that is technically a forfeit.
Isabel tends to agree with it. Isabel's always wrong and I'm always right. Hey, Isabel.
And is that when Guy is sleeping in the doghouse or in the spare room?
No, Isabel.
Yes.
When have I ever been wrong?
Many times.
Name one
Isabel's
occasion.
birthday.
No, I was still right that day. Okay, we're not getting into it. If you don't believe it, listen to episode 1 again. And if our pals in Russia, like, I don't know how you're going to translate that, but it must just sound like a googly woodly. Anyway,
mate,
I'm always right. You guys are wrong.
You're wrong. Okay, so there's we're considering a forfeiture.
So yeah, Isabel's typically wrong when it comes to her and I.
Okay.
I normally concede and say she's right. Just
so you get a good enough sleep in the spare room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to get my coffees brought to me in the morning.
Okay.
Continue. So I'm sure, like me, most people don't give a shit about betting. So I'm actually learning as I'm going.
I'm just very competitive. So all I'm concerned about here is
just
winning.
Just hold your horses there. We did catch you making 3 separate bets that got 3 different amounts. No, but I'm not holding you to it because I know you're a little bit slower than the normal horse in the bets that you are actually making.
Is that because I called you a guy earlier? A guy?
Yeah, so I don't think we were planning on going through that, but you got pretty wordy with me earlier, and
You didn't like that, did you?
I didn't like it one bit.
Oh, so now you're retaliating.
Didn't like it one bit. Didn't like it at all.
Okay.
Anyway, so how your bet's doing in a sentence? That was a long way of saying.
Better than yours, by the sounds of things.
Jeez. Okay. Elon Musk, just relax, bro. You're allowed to have a bad day.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
to be fair, I'd say on every bet so far.
And what's your type of bet you're betting on? Like horses and shit?
So the first 3 days the first day I bet on the greyhounds, second day I bet on the horses, third day I bet on the horses, then yesterday was the fourth day, and that bet was placed on
And
the NRL.
other than being best dressed at a horse race when you're 19 years old,
I know fuck all about
and
horses.
being given a award by cocaine dealing Miss South Africa,
Yeah,
do you know anything about horses?
not a fuck. Don't know anything about greyhounds.
I know nothing about betting generally.
I just know greyhounds are good dogs to adopt. That's about it.
because they've been abused
Yeah,
and they know.
and they just want love.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Isabel's on OnlyFans right now. Shut up, Isabel.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So, you know, nothing, like when I bet on horses,
So actually,
which is very rare.
Do you want me to?
and
How
I only
your
just
bets
bet
been
on
doing?
I only bet on the funniest names of horses.
Oh really?
So like, I won't even, so I didn't bet on it because Wayne Rooney's horse, it's called Hoof-Hearted. So the lad who's announcing, and you say it really fast, Hoof-Hearted.
Yeah.
Couldn't be dumber.
Yeah.
But
Who fought it coming up on the inside?
Yeah,
And who fought it taking the gap? Oh, look at him go. Oh, he's making a comeback on the last 100. Oh, he's coming through. Who fought it? Wins by a land. Oh, jeez. Okay.
How good to be a 35-year-old child. Anyway, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I know. What we strive for, eh?
Anyway, so I see you've been wearing a little
Oh, sorry, who fought it?
a scared Beanie Bops.
Yeah.
Beanie Bops
Another
scares
one
me
who fought it.
multiple times a day. So Beanie Bops, fuck off. Anyway, so I see a little dome on your finger. Can we get a little dome on your finger? For those watching on...
No, we don't have it on there.
But you've been... So luckily you got... So what happened there?
So we've added to the stitches tally from the head in Bombeagle. So
And also hit episode 1 if you don't know where the...
yeah, watch that shit because that's pretty
tally
good.
comes from.
So yeah, we've added to the stitch total. We've gone up to 8.
8 for the year.
8 for the year.
Like bingo.
Yeah, we're in April. 8 for the year.
8s and dates. 8s and dates, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 8s and dates.
So what I wanted to do was get a little bit of taste of home, make a lovely Durban curry. I was getting towards the end.
What loaf did you use?
What loaf?
You didn't do a...
I didn't do a bunny chow. No. I was into the jasmine.
Bunny, what was that bunny that rattled you the other day? What was the loaf?
The loaf?
Cob loaf.
Oh, cob loaf.
Cob loaf.
No. It was none of that.
Rookies.
No, I went, so I was still a bit scarred from that event. So I went straight up jasmine rice. But I didn't really get to the jasmine because while I was chopping the potatoes, I sliced half my pinky finger off. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Your body double for your dick.
Yeah. Literally the same size. How I measure. Yeah, so spent Sunday evening in the emergency room. Waited 3 hours to get 2 stitches.
Oh, wow, the true South African experience.
Yeah, it was harrowing. While I was cooking dinner the night after, I saw it actually like started spraying out. There's like sprays of
Really?
blood on the wall. Swear to
From
God.
your finger?
From my finger.
No.
Yeah. So it was quite naughty. Yeah.
Very Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, so there's a
of
little,
your,
like-
curry making experience.
Little like splotches of blood on the wall that I actually
Yeah,
had to
fair
clean off. So yeah, I went to the hospital room. Thank God for my queen. She saved the day. Took me there. It was
Shout out
very
to
nice.
EJ.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to EJ. Quick
Kept-
shout out to EJ, your queen.
Kept me company.
She
You know?
will very reluctantly
Yeah.
be joining us in this jacuzzi eventually.
Yeah.
When we feel comfortable enough to have
Yeah.
guests.
Yeah.
But we
She'll be
will
in
be
there.
having EJ.
Yeah.
I reckon one of the humans with the best chat
And
in,
laugh. And laugh.
And laugh in the
laugh.
entire world.
And laugh.
There's very few people who can make you laugh as much as EJ.
I refer to it as the cackle because it'll make.
She is phenomenal.
Yeah. So
anyway,
she saved the day. She saved the day. Took me to the hospital. Got stitched up. But yeah. Matt's curry had a bit of extra special herbs and spices in there with the potatoes.
You keep dipping in for the rest of the week?
I did, yeah. It lasted me all week, to be honest. It was great.
Yeah, nice. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, no, it was. How about you, Guy Manning? What's been happening? What's transpired from the little flu episode that you've been going through?
My flu turned into bronchitis.
Oh, no.
Aggressive
bronchitis.
Anyone who knows me, like,
Oh,
my body is my temple. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, anyone who knows me knows that
Lies.
I am like a Greek god walking amongst mere mortals, reluctantly showing off. Anyway, I caught the biggest bug ever. And my flu turned into bronchitis.
So your 6 hours or your 4 hours in the jacuzzi that you thought wasn't long enough that turned into flu was actually bronchitis.
Well, it turned into bronchitis badly.
Shit, eh?
So I had to go see the quack.
What do you give you?
Give me some
meds.
Augmentin. Those big puppies.
Oh,
They are
suppositories.
They're naughty. I asked for the suppositories. They said no. We all out of suppositories.
Fresh out. Oh no, it's been a busy bronchitis month.
I asked for the suppositories always.
Okay.
They didn't have any left, so I just had to do it oral.
Okay.
I had to do some oral.
Anyway,
been doing that, working a little bit.
Slowly but surely getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Okay, how are you feeling today?
I was feeling a little bit ropey.
Okay.
Then I just hopped on my old friend Red Wine.
Oh, the old bandwagon, eh?
And Red Wine is the best short-term suppository ever.
The oral suppository.
No, it's like a smokescreen. Or it's like a fake pass.
Just hides everyone's problems.
Yeah, exactly. So those are going okay.
Okay.
We're getting there.
All right.
But I bought Isabel and I tickets to. So I'm a big history fan, buff. I like ancient
Did you history at school?
I didn't actually.
Okay.
I didn't actually.
All right.
But I love history. I love the ancient worlds.
They have a lot to teach us.
Yeah. So and Egyptology.
Ooh.
So they had
That's
this.
a big word.
They had this. Yeah, it's a big word. It's a big word for guys from Durban.
Jeez.
But they had this show in
What does
Sydney.
Egyptology mean?
It's the study of ancient Egyptians.
Oh, okay.
So they had this big show in Sydney at the Australian Museum. Got Isabel and I tickets. Should never have gone because I was still so dog sick, but I was like, I have to go. Anyway, we made the massive mistake of getting tickets for this on a Saturday morning in Sydney at the Australian Museum, raining, and it was so packed.
Sounds like there's not much else to do when it's raining in Sydney, but go to the museum.
Yeah, there's I mean, like what
There's the aquarium.
Typically I would just lift weights.
Okay. And everyone was
write novels.
And everyone was scared away from the Westfields after the shit that happened last time. So.
Westfield's a ghost
town. Yeah.
Anyway, go there. Amazing. Like to see these things that these.
So what was it? Hang on. So I have some questions.
So it was a Ramses exhibition.
Okay, so that's great. So Ramses.
So he was a pharaoh.
He was a pharaoh back in the day.
Pharaoh of the 19th dynasty.
Okay.
3,000 years ago.
So what was on display? Like his tomb and his casket and all that sort of stuff?
His coffin was on display.
Oh, sick. Was it like gold and shit? Like, was it something to behold?
Wild, man. They give these guys like hawk beaks.
Yeah. They go all out.
And it's so ornate and it's...
So I've seen Tutankhamun's coffin.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that thing is fucking unreal.
It just honestly fascinates me,
Yeah.
like how ridiculous.
Like this is how they bury these fucking guys, man.
Dudes in these tombs, and they give them everything they would ever need for the afterlife,
Yeah.
banking on the afterlife to happen. But if the afterlife happens, these guys are hooked up. They got like a jacuzzi. Like if I was a pharaoh today, if I
You'd
was
be mummified in a jacuzzi.
so just like the equivalent. If I was a pharaoh today,
what would that
they
look
would
like?
bury me in a not bury me, like mummify me, and then put me in a tomb.
Yeah.
And basically, the whole object is like, give this guy's going to the afterlife.
Yeah.
Give this guy all the things he
So it's
needs
just gonna be like
to
a
be electric in the
A
afterlife.
Guy Manning shaped jacuzzi
Yeah.
with the lid on.
So like, I'm thinking modern day me, what I would need my peasants to give me to make me have the most effective afterlife ever.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'd like to know from you if you were to entomb me now. So say I was a pharaoh,
Yeah.
right? Say I was the biggest boss
Yeah.
ever right now, and you entomb me,
Yeah.
and you had to give me, on current thoughts, everything I needed to survive in the afterlife. What would it be?
Okay. It would be So what I would do, this is what I do. I'd custom make it would be a super long jacuzzi. Jacuzzi, and what I do is mummify you. Golf clubs.
Yeah, tick.
Golf clubs. Put you in
A
there.
lot of golf balls.
Yeah, golf balls. Yeah, for sure.
Noodle ice.
No. And then what I'd do is I'd fill that jacuzzi up with fucking red wine, and then put the lid on, and then that'll just mummify you like that. I think you'd be a happy man in the afterlife for that shit.
That would set me up for my afterlife.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good start.
That. Cheers, boss. Appreciate the mummification that you've given me
Mate.
there, and don't forget it. You might get an opportunity to mummify me and
I hope I don't.
set me up for the afterlife.
I hope I fucking never have to do that shit, but I know what to do now. It's been approved. Isabel, write that down.
Yeah, nice. Isabel, shopping list.
Isabel.
Golf balls.
What the?
Red wine. Jacuzzi for the afterlife.
Vacation shopping list. What does that look like? We got that. Tick, tick, tick. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So I like that. I like the fact that you're thinking about mummifying me
with red wine
for
and
the
golf
afterlife
balls.
Because I'm not a religious person at all. I'm not very spiritual either.
Okay.
But I think it's important to hedge your bets.
Mate, if you're going on nights, you gotta at least give yourself the chance.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm hedging, and I got you and Isabel.
Yeah.
It's gonna stack me up with red wine, golf balls,
golf clubs,
Vokey wedges. We good to go.
On.
Yeah.
On.
Tailor-made on.
Stiff legs.
Extra stiff legs. Short, stocky backswing. Okay.
Yeah.
Loving that. Thank you for mummifying me. I appreciate it a lot.
What are friends for, eh?
Fuck, I really appreciate the mummification. Thank you, Isabel. Love you a lot. All right, so I think next I want to know, and everyone wants to know, Tim Naki update.
Whoa, baby. Oh, my God.
And for those who haven't listened, give a brief précis of Tim Naki.
So, Tim Naki, alright, this is the shit
like
I love.
a brief.
So, Tim Naki makes, as I mentioned previously, Tim Naki makes my day every day. Just in time for my morning coffee, gives me the updates, 10 cents on every follower, the one and done blackjack hand, and currently he's fucking hit his milestone. He's manifest the milli.
Tim Naki, we love you, boy.
Tim Naki, manifesting the milli. He's hit 1 million followers, and he's had to play that beautiful $100,000
Get the fault.
hand, one and done, baby. And
but he went to Vegas.
He did go to Vegas.
A little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Because who would have thought, like, especially a guy from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Which is very, like, I think we can agree.
Yeah.
Especially being from Australia. Pretty chilled out place in terms of betting. And then he goes to New Zealand and they're like, no, you cannot shout, you cannot scream.
No, Vegas, I mean.
And that was his whole get-up.
Yeah. So he couldn't give us what we wanted from Vegas. But don't worry. He's on his way back, and we wait with bated breath for this $100,000 hand of the old Tim Naki who we've come to love and appreciate.
What a good boy.
Mate,
and I think it's also important, we're buying all his merch
Yeah, we are.
to support the lads. He's doing it
10
tough.
10. 10 and 10.
10 and 10.
Baby.
And he's-
Also, guys, give him a follow.
give
Let's
him a
pump
follow,
those
Tim
things up,
Naki.
too.
Let's pump him up.
Let's pump him up.
Let's lift him up.
Yeah.
All creators,
Yeah.
lift him up, love each other, but he is
10
one of
and
the
10.
best. And doesn't he just seem like an absolute darling?
Mate,
My
I would love
God.
to sink beers with that fucking guy.
Gonna get him in this jacuzzi.
We will. And I've messaged
Whatever
him.
we have to
Respond
do.
and reply, Tim Naki. Come on, we love you,
So I'm
pal.
like, we need you, baby.
Yeah.
But we're getting him in this jacuzzi.
We are. We are.
That's it. Because he's just.
Well, I don't know if
absolute
he's gonna
lovely-
get in, but we're gonna get him on the. We're gonna get him on the phone.
He seems like a big boy as well.
I don't think so. I'm not bigger than you, pal.
Wow. Oof. Dagger in the back and the blood drips down. Okay.
Sorry, bro. You've been
A little
packing.
bit of self-confidence got through the window.
Sorry, pal.
Oh, shit.
Didn't mean to do that.
Okay. I forgive you for now.
Okay,
For now.
I'll take it.
Tim Naki, you're allowed in here.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't both fit. I'll get out. Maddie doesn't want me in here either. Anyway,
I just want me and Naki.
just him and Naki. Me just shoveling shit outside.
You can view from the outside, yeah.
I can watch you guys having fun while you talking shit about me behind my back.
Perfect.
Sounds good. If you're happy, I'm happy.
Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, to be honest.
Okay, that's it.
He's hit a milestone. It wasn't very clear what happened in fucking Vegas. It was a bit all over the place.
Weird.
So
It was a weird
It was
setup.
fucking.
That's
oh,
a
man.
classic example of
Out of his comfort zone.
don't deviate from what's working.
Yeah.
He was like, everything was working so well, and then some idiot was like, do it in Vegas.
No,
and he was like, cool, I'll do that. And then it was such a fail.
No, it was such a
It
fail.
was like, just do what's working.
No, mate, go back to Canada or come to Australia and hang out with us.
Yeah.
And
Get in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Tim Naki,
Bro,
he wants you more than me.
bro, the next milestone, 1.5 million. Come do that hand with us in the jacuzzi. Would love to see it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Don't go
But
to
also-
Vegas. Fuck that shit.
So can I say the
Come-
one thing on the
Come to Sydney where we have RSL. Oh, RSA, I mean.
so one thing I want to say on the Tim Naki
Not in the
thing,
jacuzzi, though.
and I think you'll agree,
Yeah.
Isabel, I think you'll agree. I'm a weirdly loyal guy. So like I get quite aggressively loyal.
Oh, what does this aggression look like?
So I go on, and I don't spend a lot of time on Instagram.
Oh, like Roy McIlroy.
Aggressively loyal to Rory McIlroy. You're aggressively loyal to the Small Dick Club, which you're the captain of. So that's fair enough.
Someone feels better about us earlier at this. But okay.
Okay, Mr. Small Dick Club captain. Anyway, I go online, and I'm like, cool, just shut up. And I'm looking for Tim Naki. I'm looking for Tim Naki. I'm like, Tim Naki, come at me with the content. Anyway, find some Tim Naki. All of a sudden, all of these fakers, these copycats. Tim Naki has like created a genre,
Yeah.
and then instantly
No.
people just started copycatting him.
But
And
that's,
the one
that's,
thing,
that's a bit of a compliment to Tim Naki, to be fair.
yeah, exactly. Imitation is the biggest compliment
Absolutely.
ever. And that's why we're seeing people doing jacuzzi podcasts all over the world. And we're not acknowledging them, but we're actually thanking them.
We should acknowledge them, though, to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. But those guys in Russia are really, they're doing a good one.
Okay.
But anyway, so there's these guys, Bread Gang. Okay?
I love those guys, to be fair.
So Bread Gang.
but stick to what you fucking do, guys.
Exactly. So
Come on.
I think most people would know Bread Gang as those videos where they ask, tell me something your mom doesn't know. And they're like loose guys.
Oh,
with-
they've been all over the world now, to be fair. They've been to the UK.
And
they've been to,
their thing is like they do videos of like sneaking into festivals all over.
Yeah, they've been
And
to like
hilarious.
Greece, yeah.
Hilarious. Love their shit. But what I think was a bit ropey, them just like trying to jump on the Bread Gang. But also, what's funny is how weak it is. They were like 5 cents for every follower, and they were doing $250 bets. we're
On roulette.
Tim Naki is doing $100,000 bets on
Bruh.
blackjack. So they're just like trying to milk it. But
There's that fucking punter. What's his name? Follow Benny, you'll win Spenny.
the one dude is so bad. I
Bro.
think we have to show it.
No.
He is so embarrassing that his mate who was videoing it, you could hear the like deflation in his voice watching his mate.
I think
It's
he's
so
on
terrible.
day 17 and he's gone from 10 cents to 5 cents.
And betting on horses.
And he's betting on horses.
Yeah.
And the only reason he's gone from 10 to 5 is because in the last 12 days, he's even admitted, he was like, all right, guys, if you don't get one for the good guys, I don't think it's going to be at day 12. Like, pal.
Yeah, and he's just so bad. Also, he just has zero chat. And he's like...
Mate, our chat's not the best, but fuck me.
I'm not an aggressive person at all.
Only aggressively loyal.
Yeah. Tip of the hat, wave of the finger.
But the only good thing about this dude's page are the fucking comments. The comments that the fucking internet is providing is absolute gold.
Death to you and your family.
Man, I think the best one I read was like, this dude couldn't even fucking tip water out of a bucket or something.
No, it's so bad.
dude.
It's so bad. It's
Oh,
so bad.
shit.
So anyway, Tim Naki,
My guy.
trailblazer. We're going to get him in the jacuzzi.
Aggressively loyal. We love you, pal.
We are the most loyal people.
Next
in
milestone,
the world.
out the jacuzzi.
Yeah. And if we have to go to Tim Naki,
We'll go there. Baby,
and he's
let's
got
go
one of
there.
those neck protectors, and
Yeah.
I'm known as a
Sun-safe God.
a ridiculously translucent man, and he's got the old translucent protector.
Yeah, he does. He does. He looks after the old neck, doesn't he?
Yeah, sun safe.
Yeah.
Slap. And he's all about it. But anyway, we're Tim Naki guys.
Fine.
Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
to Tim Naki.
Funny.
So anyway, this other thing that I've been dealing with this week. Hear me out. I can be a little bit of a fanboy sometimes.
You're
you
joking.
Kid you not.
Lies. All
Kid
lies.
you not. Kid you not.
Never heard of this before.
And I hate trends. I hate fashion. I hate people who aren't as ripped as me. But I have one exception. Marc Rebillet.
Who's this guy?
This guy is the coolest. I think he's like the coolest vibe of any like human I've ever met. And I think we all, and everyone I know is on like the same track of like, how can we not sit at a desk and waste our lives away like doing that? And you have to do it. Some people love doing it.
Okay.
But this guy, I came across him a couple of years ago.
Okay, what happened?
I came across this thing of him just, so I don't know even where to start about Marc
Well,
Rebillet.
actually, I know where to start. He started his journey, but how did he leave his 9 to 5? What was his...
Yeah.
What was his signature
So he's
of
not like- he's not
walking
like-
out the door?
So he's not like played Coachella live twice.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was a classically trained musician. When I say classically trained, like piano.
I think you're jumping the gun here.
Oh, Jesus
He's a musician, classically trained, trying to make his way through life. He's figured out this niche that we'll get to, but then he was like, "Fuck this 9 to 5, I'm out." How does he resign from that?
Yeah. So, hear me out. So, he went to like a classical music school,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Classically trained in piano and singing. Hey? Yeah, fine arts. Thanks, Chops. Thanks for filling us in there.
Classically trained in
Well, I
piano.
say- yeah, but anyway.
Classically trained, though.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting a lot of advice, in the story that is my story. Anyone have any advice for my story before I continue my story?
Classically trained story.
Beanie Bops!
A classically
Beanie
trained.
Bops! Beanie Bops! Can I get one more classically advised trained stories?
Classically trained.
Anyway.
Okay. Classically advanced.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, classically trained at high school in music. Okay, also not interrupting people. And he's very good at piano, and he's a great singer. And he tried to start a career of like making beats for rappers.
Classically trained.
My God. Fuck him up. I'm gonna fucking strangle this guy. This guy's gonna get strangled. I'm gonna drown him in the jacuzzi that doesn't have any water. Anyway, for anyone else who's listening, these dickheads that I hang out with. Anyway, should I even go on? Do you guys even care about this story?
Absolutely I do.
You guys even... Anyway, Marc Rebillet, listen to this. Thank you, Marc.
Who's Marc Rebillet?
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Anyway, so
sorry.
I came across this guy because as many people who know me know that I go through some very serious rabbit holes on the internet. Okay? Some are my fault, some are not my fault. Anyway, this one was my fault. So I was going through, maybe 2 years ago, Coachella happened, and I was like, as you know, Coachella has a lot of people that are almost unlistenable.
Classically trained though.
No, most of them are just making it up as they go, it seems.
Oh, okay.
Like
Like Marc Rebillet.
Like like Frank Ocean.
Can someone... Is there any chance I can just do this alone? Can I do a monologue here by myself?
I thought you okay, jeez, I'll stop. I'm just rounding out. I apologize.
Fucking hell. This Oak's had his first glass of red wine in 2.5 years. And now he thinks he's fucking Charlie Munger. Anyway.
Shit, you've hit a nerve. Whoa.
Anyway, let me just tell a story. People want to hear this shit.
Okay, go.
Because I keep getting interrupted in my flow.
Oh no! It happened.
It's actually not bueno. It's not
Go,
bueno.
go,
Beanie
go,
Bobs.
Go, wrap it
No,
up.
it's actually not bueno. Everyone knows I like to hang out by myself sometimes.
Okay.
And go through some YouTube rabbit holes. But Coachella just happened. And Coachella's weird to me because there's a lot of absolute crap, right? Like, there's a lot of...
Like Coachella's one of the festivals I don't want to go to.
Yeah,
So I agree with you on that one.
I'm not like I've been to lots of festivals in my life as of you.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm like absolutely drawn to because
No.
when I see a lot of the shit that is portrayed on stage,
Yeah.
I'm like, a lot of that looks
It just looks like
horrible.
an influencer fucking get
it's
together,
like,
you know?
It's like it's more of like a fashion show to me.
Yeah.
And
Like Durban July, like show your stuff.
Just smuggling,
take pictures, you
just
know.
smuggling cocaine on the stage. But like, I agree. Having gone to lots of some of the best music festivals, well, in the world from the world that I come from. Coachella isn't something that I've aspired to go to.
No, me neither.
It doesn't look like something that's like awesome to me because it looks, a lot of it's artificial and a lot of it, the taste is like, there's complete bullshit. So there can be something awesome and then just something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't really have it doesn't really have...
It's not like Glastonbury. Like Glastonbury, I've watched for years because always BBC would show the people on stage and like highly curated, amazing.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing artists.
There's no curation to it all.
Yeah,
There's
it just seems like a random collection of like subcultures, but not just like a coherent festival where like this stage and the one artist leads into the other and it all makes sense from that set and to another set. It just feels like a random like, who is TikToking who anyway?
Yeah.
That's like my side complaints about Coachella.
Okay.
Anyway.
So where was this going?
I was just chilling on, I think Isabel was away in like America or in South Africa, whatever. And I was just chilling on the couch for a night and you can go through like the sets.
Okay.
And I found this dude, Marc Rebillet.
Where you go? What sets are you going to? Coachella sets?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, that shit, awful. And 90% were awful.
Yeah.
And I came across this dude, Marc Rebillet, and he was playing this set.
Classically trained.
And he was in a nightgown.
Oh shit!
He was in like a bath gown,
Like fucking Hugh Hefner.
like a bath gown.
Okay.
But like,
Well, like what?
but like playing like fucking, and for those who are watching on YouTube, playing like
We'll play Guy Manning's favorite
playing
song.
like techno shit and like running around, throwing things everywhere.
What?
And I was, but the like underlying like techno song that is playing, I was like, that's actually quite cool.
Okay.
People going nuts, and I was like, I need to understand this person because it's like piqued my interest because he seemed so funny. And he seemed like such a character, and he has such a warm face, and it's like such a kind smile. And I was like, I need to know more about this, right?
That's weird. Okay.
It probably is weird, but anyway, I've developed a deep love for this man. And anyway, so I got deep into his things, and he is this classically trained musician, and he every set of music he does is completely brand new. So
Okay.
every set
Okay.
he plays,
Okay.
he doesn't play the same song. He makes it from scratch every single time.
Okay.
But it's also brings in humor. But also he's a classically trained musician and singer and
No,
pianist
really?
and synths, and he makes his own synths, and it's unbelievable. And I've developed this obsession with it. And at first Isabel didn't dig
Aggressively
it.
loyal.
Yeah, aggressively loyal and weirdly tasteful. But anyway, and I got Isabel, and at first I was like, Isabel, and Isabel knows I go through these like weird phases of loving shit.
Obsessions.
Yeah. And at the first, Isabel was like, absolutely not, this guy, it's shit.
Lame-o.
Because he goes dark and heavy and classical and rap, and anyone who knows me, like, I love the whole spectrum of music, as long as it has a melody, and he like hits it on the pinas.
The jab stuff.
Yeah, he tickles the pinas of all of those things.
Okay.
And then he does so I just got deep into him, and I realized he's got this underground following around the world of people who love these shows that he does. And every show is completely new music. No two shows are the same.
So you can't even play us his favorite track. He doesn't have
No,
one.
so now that's changing a little bit, which I'll get to. But anyway,
okay.
He goes around the world and he does these tracks and he just makes up random shit, and he's so performative. So he always wears bathrobes when he performs. That's like his thing. And he's got this massive underground following, and all over the world he goes. And it's just so sick. It's so sick, and he's so funny. And now I've got Isabel into him, because also he's a bit of a rip freak. So now when Isabel watches, I have to put the old newspaper under her, classic.
But it sounds like you need a fucking paper under you, Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah, see.
I could do the old newspaper.
Oh, shit.
But he's so funny.
You need to
and
fucking double down on Guy Manning's newspaper.
But now
fucking.
he does these things called We Outside. So he literally goes to like the most random places.
Have you seen him in any of these random places yet?
Well, not live,
Oh,
but on YouTube.
yeah, okay.
So he'll go set up in like a desolate street corner in some random city in America, and just set up his whole thing. And he starts, and he gets people from the community to come and like play their things, and he like ask a kid like, "What do you like?" And he just makes songs.
I
with
remember the
them.
one you showed me. The chick was like, "Oh, I skipped school to be here today."
He's
And
just so cool,
yeah.
and he is the epitome of what I think humans should be like.
Okay.
He's just like fun, interactive, positive. If I think about myself now as a creator, that's the attitude I want to have.
Sure.
Is Marc Rebillet.
Okay.
So
You sort of
does it.
So
he
you're
does
living
it-
vicariously through him at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. Do it first because it makes you happy and have fun.
Yeah, sweet.
Secondary is like who's going to listen, who's going to watch, whatever.
Yeah.
First and foremost in his life is it's you having fun doing it.
Yeah, sweet.
And I think that's just like the best attitude to have for anything you can do. So anyway, we'll put Marc Rebillet, and hopefully we get Marc Rebillet in the tub.
Well,
But
dude, that would be epic, actually, mate.
that would be like make my life.
Marc Rebillet, fuck, that would actually be sick.
But as like a higher level, like for me.
Well, didn't you guys want him to play at your wedding? Imagine how sick that would be. Fuck, dude.
But for me, his like attitude to life and doing things and the things he does like this, he does like this shit. But you can see he only does it first for fun. First for enjoyment,
but you know,
second for everything else, and I think that's like what we started.
Yeah,
I think that's the most important thing. Like,
but also, Guy Manning, I appreciate that, and I'll fucking cheers to that because this is, dude. There's nothing better than hanging out with you on a Friday night. But also, you and Isabel.
Cheers, Isabel.
Cheers, Isabel.
Cheers, Cheeky Chops, Isabel. We love you. Our producer extraordinaire.
But also, Guy Manning, you forgot to tell us when Marc Rebillet got the fucking shits as not happening, like not having fun. You forgot to tell us what he fucking did to leave that 9 to 5, bro.
Oh yeah,
bro. This is the fucking most important part.
Yeah. Sure, right. We know lots of classically
trained artists.
Anyway, but that don't make a paycheck all the time. So anyway, he had to go into an office job.
Yep.
That he obviously hated, but he had to do it.
That's what he
did it for a few years.
Yeah.
And then he was doing this office job, making money, but while he was doing it, he was still. His original dream was to make like raps for beats for rappers.
The original Jeremy Loops.
But Jeremy Loops wouldn't even
Loop Daddy.
But Jeremy Loops wouldn't even like tickle his balls. Like we're on another level here. Jeremy Loops is like doing ayahuasca with fucking Cape Town first year UCT students. Anyway, and I've gone on tours. I've gone on tour with Jeremy Loops before. That's a whole nother story in itself.
Where'd you go?
To Victoria Falls. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
No, but what did he do? What did he do to leave the 9 to 5?
So
fuck me.
So he was doing his 9 to 5, and then he got like big enough that he realized he could quit his 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
So when he realized that, he got completely naked in the office where he worked, and then just walked out pulling birds up. And I think that there's a video online that if you're watching our YouTube or TikTok channel,
fuck it. If you watch us on YouTube, we're putting the video. You know what? The only reason you want to watch us is for fucking Marc Rebillet walking out absolutely naked, flipping the bird to fucking everybody he works with.
And also his dancing, he's just so naughty.
Yeah.
And Isabel loves him.
He's
and
groovy.
I'm like, always said, I was like, Isabel,
he'd be a good lover.
That is my 100% pink slip. If Marc Rebillet wants you, that is 100% pink slip. I'll be on it. I'll stand there with hand on heart. But anyway, he just seems like he ticks all the boxes. He's like super talented. He loves his friends and family.
Family man.
He's
love that.
Hilarious, and he's like did it the hard way. He like started from nothing in terms of like his audience now, and now he's just doing sold out shows everywhere.
Coachella. Doing Coachella. What a gangster.
And it's just the best. And he just did it the right way, and he's just unbelievable. So I would, anyone in the world, just go on Marc Rebillet's channel, and just when you, like Isabel and I love just hanging out sometimes, cooking a meal, and putting his like little shows that he does on random streets on.
Street shows, New York shows.
Oh, it just makes us so happy because he's so friendly and engaging, and as a human being, as a content creator, he is the epitome of what I think is perfect.
Yeah.
He's just like friendly, happy. You got a unique thing, but also if no one cares, doesn't matter. He's doing it for fun.
Classically trained.
Also classically trained.
Do a surprise set last weekend.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Marc Rebillet, we would love to get him in the tub.
That would be amazing.
That would be my dream come
If
true.
he ever watches this, and we'll tag him on TikTok, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Guy and Isabel, need you at their wedding. Need you at their wedding.
Okay, what are we talking about today?
Oh,
baby?
mate, I don't know. So, fuck me. Apparently, in Thailand, they have.
I've seen this.
No, you have.
Before you even said it, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, jeez, alright. Well, what are we talking about then?
We're talking about Marc Rebillet giving birth to Thai babies.
That's naughty.
Am I wrong?
Out his dick, like
Correct me if I'm wrong.
He's never wrong. He is never wrong.
Never been wrong.
Ask Isabel.
Never been wrong, baby.
Okay, so Thailand conscription is where we've landed this fucking time on story time. It is pretty intense. If I could describe it to anyone listening, we'll put the video up for people on YouTube. But if I could describe it to anyone, it is like the fucking modern day Hunger Games.
Having not watched Hunger Games, I absolutely refuse.
Oh. No, it's Hunger Games because like the fucking people from the army come to your state or suburb, wherever you are in Thailand, and they fucking round up the village and they fucking all the guys between 18 and 30. Every year they rock up in your village at the same time, and every person that is eligible comes up to the front with your whole village watching, and they put a hand in this flask or jug or whatever it is.
Green jug.
Green jug. And you pull out, so it's a 50-50% chance.
No, it's not. It's not 50-50. It's like 87 to 1.3.
87 to
10.3.
87 to 10.3.
You got all the facts on here, don't you?
Oh, fuck me. And then you pull out, it's either a black, which means you're safe, or a red, which means you're going to the army.
And it's wild. We like
This is so gnarly.
So yeah. So you have to, between the age of 18 and 30.
Every year they come back, same time, same place.
So
Same time, same place.
If you miss out,
You go to jail.
you back next year.
No, well, yeah. If you get the black ticket, you're back next year. If you get the red ticket and you don't go, but they pretty much force you, but it's somehow you get out straight to jail.
But it's wild. I think we got a theory. So there is one loophole.
There is one loophole. Yes.
They are, and it makes quite a lot of sense. If you change your sex and you turn into a
So this
trans-
only applies. Sorry, we forgot to mention this only applies to males. This
Yeah.
only applies to males in Thailand. So if you change your sex to female,
Yeah. So you have to kind of prove it, and I don't.
well, so I think
they
this
weren't
is a
quite
recent.
clear of how
I
the
think this is,
proving mechanism works. Pretty sure it's just like an upskirt.
well, I think this has changed over recent times. But I think back in the day, the reason why there's so many ladyboys in Thailand currently is because back in the day, they weren't so stringent on what the requirement was. But now you have to prove that you've done like the full sex change.
You do have to do a flash and dash.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do a dipstick or anything. But
Yeah.
it's,
Flash and dash. Check the gash.
I think it's gash and dash. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's quite wild, but some of the videos
Dude,
are
it's-
unbelievable. So I think there is an 87% chance that you don't get selected. I think it's black. Black is no.
Red is yes. Yeah.
Anyway, okay. It's
mean, yes.
televised on TV.
But the whole village is there. People
It's
fucking
wild.
cheer and
It's
cackle.
like-
and it's literally
Which
the
is
Hunger
like-
Games.
That's like, and that is proper reality TV. It's
Bro, nothing
guys
gets
going-
more reality than people
and
fucking
they advertise how
non-scripted fucking people's lives. Going to the army in Thailand is fucking horrendous. The food is the shittest out of any army in the world. Their pay is worse than minimum wage, and half the people fucking die at these for fucking extreme hazing events. But then the video where you see people, like what happens, the guy just fucking starts like Muay Thai kicking the guy straight in the chest.
Yeah, we have to show the videos of that guy.
Fuck, dude.
He's just walking, new
Walk-
recruits, and he's just like roundhouse kicking guys in the face
Fuck.
and the chest.
Bro, it's so gnarly, and the dude like has to just stand there like.
Torture.
Well, that's exactly, and then that's exactly what it is as well. It's like half these dudes get hazed and sexually abused, and yeah, half of them die. So that's why it's like this big thing. It's literally the fucking Hunger Games. Can't say it again.
It reminds me.
It's mental.
So, and it would have been the same when you were born. When I was born in South Africa, there was still conscription.
Fuck yeah, dude. My dad was like, it's the best thing I ever did.
And my mom...
Like, no, it's not. You're so fucked, bro.
And like, I think 94, whatever in South Africa, and we're not going to go into the politics of it. But
I think most people know it already.
my mom said to me that the happiest day in her life was the day that they ended conscription in South Africa. And looking back, good on her, because I would have been the worst army lad you've ever met. I can't even blow up a fucking jacuzzi. Never mind walk in line.
You would have been a good cook in the army, though.
I'm terrified of Beanie Bobs farting.
Yeah, but you can make a good steak sandwich.
I can make a good steak sandwich, but they'll get headbutt me later. So
No, I won't.
yeah.
No one headbutts the cook, bro.
I'm not built for any war stuff. So I'm a pacifist.
Okay.
I'm a pacifist.
Me and my brother.
Yeah, Isabel's brother is also a pacifist. Shout out to GZ. GZ is a good boy. Alrighty.
Alright, well,
That's
fuck,
it.
guys. Sorry, fucking hell. That conscription in Thailand looks savage, but yeah.
Nah, conscription in general. Couldn't be the worst person ever designed for that. I think you're a hard ass guy, but you're not.
If I'm being honest, I really don't want to fucking go to the army.
Nah.
That's
you'd
the
be
last
bad.
thing I want to do.
I mean, you got tattoos, but that's like the hardest thing you have.
Wow.
I think the bravest you've ever been is these earrings. I think the bravest you've ever been is these little naughty little earrings.
That's pretty brave, but it's not the hardest, bro. It's not the hardest.
Oh, the horses, baby.
Yeah, that was tough, actually. Fuck. Well, I recommend no one does that.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right. So I think that's enough for one day.
It's enough rambling from us.
That's enough rambling for one day. I think, firstly, shout out to all our new listeners around the world. Stop it. Stop listening to us.
Don't stop. No.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Stop. Can we give it up?
Please carry on.
S Club 7.
Bye.
Moth to a flame. Anyway, thanks to everyone around the world listening. It's been wild. What's this? 6 episodes in and it's gone bonkers. So just cool your jets, guys. Cool your jets. The merch is coming. We just want to make it perfect. Other than that, what I will always say, be kind to yourselves. Tell your family you love them. Tell your friends you love them. And if you see a dog, tell her we say hi.
Also, Peter Overton, we know you're watching. See
And
ya.
also our biggest fan, Peter Overton, we know you're watching. Peter, we love you, baby.